The Deck Network. Build a deck.
Bam! This is the Deck Network, and I'm your host, Mike Danzilio. And today we have the loose cannon himself, Mr. Matt Dalton. What's up, Matt?
Not much. Glad to be here. We got a jam-packed show today, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Mike,
Yeah.
what are we doing today?
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, let's get right into the show because we don't want to
We have
waste
so
any
much
time.
content that we need to just delve right into it.
Well, we just don't want the shows to go on too long.
That's
okay. Timbertech Railings today. Great stuff.
You're putting up a deck, you're going to need rails. Timbertech is here to provide you with that. All the big manufacturers are creating rails, right?
Of course, yeah. That's all we sell is the major categories.
The majors.
Okay, so they have a bunch of different rails. This is their railings. Now, I like to start with the least expensive one and go to the more expensive one. So let's do it in a different order than what they have here on this site. All right, the
Even with
rail,
railing, good, better, best?
it's broken up to even more. There's more there's 5 different ones. So there'll be. So let's go into what
We'll
would be
guide you through
considered
it.
the good.
Okay.
Okay, so let's grab this first one right here. That's right in line.
Whoa.
The producer did it correctly.
Look at that.
This right here, Matt, is called the Builder Rail, or the Evolutions Rail Builder line. So what makes this different than the Evolutions Rail standard? It's the same sleeve, skirt, but you use it has this called the Builder boards right here. They're 2 2x4s. They're in 6 and 8 foot lengths, but they don't come with the hardware. And it's just made to cost a little less, have a little builder style to it. These are the special baluster. It's a 25-inch baluster. I think it's just a coated steel baluster. But these are going to come, the Evolutions, of course, comes in the black, the traditional walnut, and the brick color. So there's only the 3 colors. You can't get this in white. And what you would use on the top is you would use just a piece of the deck board that you have on the base of the deck to make it cost even a little bit less. So the Builder board, which is the less expensive one or good one, $34 a linear foot. And Matt, why don't you pull this out here? Just dump it so we can get it out of the way. When people ask me, how do you come up with these linear foot prices? So I'll get a sleeve, a cap, a skirt, a 6-foot section of rail with all the balusters, add it up and then divide it by 6. So then, is that accurate? Well, it's the most accurate one that I've found over the years. Every successive 6 foot, you need to put another post, but you're going to need a post at the end. So if I say $34, if you say $35, then that'll cover you for that extra post. That's providing that you're using the lengths of the rails more efficiently. All right, so let's keep going. So those Builder board rails are $34 a linear
That's the
foot.
no maintenance
Hardware,
deck pricing.
That's the no maintenance deck price for 2017. Okay.
Look at
So
this.
this one is the Evolutions rail, and they have multiple infill kits on it. This particular one is the cable infill. So if we look at it, it has the same post and sleeve as that Builder rail. It has a real nice 6-inch top on it with kind of beveled corners on it.
Can you still get your
and
drink
of
on
course
there?
it's a drink rail because
All right.
then it's approved by Matt Dalton.
I'll drink to that.
They have all the different infill kits. You can get the balusters, the square balusters, which I have that one priced out at $42 a linear foot. The cap piece is expensive. If you use the same decking as you have on your floor of your deck, it'll end up costing you a little less. So there's a little bit of savings right there. But this is about $42 with the square balusters. This particular one, again, has the cable infill. There's a few other options that you can use on any of those. You got the glass. You can use the glass because it just comes in 6 foot, and it'll work on the same glass.
That's got to be
channel.
pricier, though, huh?
Well, it's not much because you get the part and you buy the glass locally. You don't buy the glass from them. Then you get the black aluminum balusters, whether they be the round or square. 19 out of 20 people that buy the balusters, the black aluminum, are going to buy them in the round. And we, of course, we carry them in both. So that's
We got everything you need here.
Yeah. So,
This has more of an industrial look with the wire here.
well,
Type of application would you see that in?
It's a more of a high-end rail with the cable. That's for sure. The cable is very expensive, and we're going to have a cable rail show this year. So keep an eye out, looking on the Deck Network, because I'm going to do a cable rail show. We've never done one in the past, but every year the cable rail category gets larger and larger, and of course we're into it.
And we've done tons of shows. We're over, what are we at, Mike? 120?
We're 100. This may be show number 105.
And thanks for your views, because without you,
Yeah.
there would be no deck. Now,
Okay,
Mr.
so-
Big would never sign off on this budget.
All
What's
right, so
this
this
one now?
one, we're gonna get, this is the Radiance Rail Express, still staying in the good section of the good, better, best scenario.
Okay.
They have their, why don't you grab those pieces over there, with those two of them over there. They have the
Little cross
Timbertech
sections?
Radiance Rail. The Radiance Rail. The Radiance Rail, let's pull this forward for a second so I can explain what this is all about. The Radiance Rail is their more expensive, higher end, nicer look rail system. And the Radiance Rail Express is just less of a cost. And here's where the cost savings are. See, there's this, the H channel that we just have left over here. And there's another one that goes under there. And then that's the Radiance Rail, so you don't see any hardware. And with railings, the less you pay, the more hardware you're gonna see. So again, conversely, the more you pay for a rail, the less hardware you're gonna see. You put the clips in here so you don't see it as a nice clean rail.
How much more can you expect to pay for that?
Well, they're going to
compared
be quite a bit, but I got all the prices. We're going
We'll
to
give
go
you the
over them. Yeah,
numbers.
we go. This is the Express Rail, the Radiance Rail Express. It just costs less. Now, this in the white. Let's pull this back over here, Matt. This, the Radiance Rail Express in white, is only $28 a linear foot.
Oh, that's
So
the lowest we've seen.
Yeah,
out of all ones we've
that's a good
showed
one.
on this
Yes, that's a good one. Great price in the white. A lot of the contractors have come to the conclusion that that's a great rail because you get a great price. And the color, which this is going to come in, the standard, it's just the three colors. You have the black, the white, and the Kona rail. That's the Kona in the Radiance, and the Radiance Express is called the Kona.
This is Kona, what we're looking
That's
at right
Kona
here.
with the black square balusters.
Looks nice. Plays well off each other.
It's got a great value. That's
Kids can't get their head stuck in here,
No,
right? What's the
no.
spacing on railing?
less than 4 inches, so
Heard it,
3 and
less than
7/8.
on anything you
there.
do. It doesn't matter of the material, huh?
Yes, yes. It has to. Those are the guidelines for a child-proof rail. Okay, grab that white one over there, please.
All right. Well, we're in
Now that one,
Thank you.
the Radiance Rail Express, you just get that with the square balusters. You don't have the option of the infill options like the Radiance
This is
Rail.
pretty massive.
Okay, this is the standard Radiance Rail. This is the rail that we sell the most of. It's
Can't put your drink. Oh wait.
yeah, well, no, you wouldn't be able to do
Yeah.
that. That's not considered drink friendly.
Okay.
So Matt may not want this
No, I'm
rail,
probably not
but
gonna
a
go
lot
with
of the
this
other
one.
people will, because this is again our best-selling rail, and it's just shown here with the lights. But that's another show. So on the Radiance Rail, the white, $42 a linear foot. So that's $14 per linear foot more than
Yeah.
the Radiance Rail Express in the white.
That's a difference.
Yeah, oh yeah, but it's got a different look. You get the Express has just a 4-inch sleeve. This has the 5-inch sleeve, and the reason for that is when you cut one of these. Get that other one. Yeah. When you cut one of these Radiance Rail post caps on a 45 degree, then it will fit right between these two beads. So that's why it's a 5-inch post. It looks just much better when you do all the bevel angles on it all. So again, those come in the any of the infills. You could put the white composite, the black composite, the aluminum balusters, whether they be round or square. The infill kit with the cable, like we saw in those other pictures, very popular. Got a great setup for the Radiance Rail from my good friends at Feeney. And the glass infill, I think those just come in. It's what it is. It's a channel that you screw into the bottom and in this top rail.
Mm-hmm.
They're about in the $100 each range, or a set, and they're
How
only
many would you
6
need?
foot in length. For every section, you're going to need another one.
Okay.
But with glass, you always want to leave, less than 4 inches on each side to you get wind to come through there,
Mm-hmm.
and that just that works a little bit better. So that's this one here in the white was we said it was the 42 per foot. We sell this rail all day long. People will come in 3 in a row and just get
Go
vans
through
full of this stuff.
Trucks of it.
Oh yeah.
And that's interesting that, price point, it's a little bit more than the other ones we looked at,
Yeah,
Mike.
but people will, if you're going to give them value, they're going to
see that.
As long as they're getting value, it's all right. So we have evolutions now. Let's go right to the impressions rail, that aluminum right on the other side. So we've already done, let's do a little slight recap here.
Yep.
We had the Builder Board rail, we had the Evolutions rail, we had the Radiance Express, then the Radiance, and now this is a new rail, and it's one of these dual branded rails that
Okay.
they have from Azek now. They're going under the name Azek, and it'll be Timbertech by Azek. But this one is a dual brand. This is their aluminum rail. It's their Impressions aluminum rail. It's paired with the. Let's find the aluminum rail.
Pretty sleek by design. The posts here aren't as large, Mike.
Well, they have two types of posts. This is a 2-inch post, and this is the 3-inch post. The 3-inch post is a lot nicer. It's only $3 more per foot.
Yeah.
So this is aluminum. It's got a lot of detail on it. The balusters, instead of being perfectly square, they're rectangled, so it gives a little bit more. It has a little more detail than some of the other rails. You got a lot of little this and little that's on that. What's great about this rail is if you have a masonry front set of steps and you want to put a rail on it, to use the other rails, the Radiance rail, you'd have to put a post like this underneath it, screw it into the masonry, and then you can build it on top of it. But these, it already comes with it. So you use your hammer drill and however you want to attach it into the masonry, whether it be bluestone works the best on the bluestone because that's so hard. So this is with the 3-inch post, 2-inch post, the impression rail with Azek. With the 2-inch post is $40 a foot. That's pretty good. I thought it was a little more than that. And $43 for the 3-inch post. Great masonry application. You don't need to use a flush mount post, so it already comes with it. So that's our Timbertech rails
What a
for
show.
today. We try to keep them fast moving. I get a lot of people writing me. They say keep it under 15, 12 minutes.
And then by doing that, you got to keep the loose cannon kind of
Well,
keep me in. Mike, someone's building a deck looking to save a couple bucks. Would you say do it on the railing or do it on the decking itself? How
Actually,
important is the railing here, Mike?
when someone's up against a number,
Yep.
they say, for instance, I want to spend $5,000 on your decking or $10,000, $20,000, whatever you think that it is, and if you have to cut something somewhere, you cut the decking, cut the quality of the decking, go down to a less expensive decking, but always go for the railing that you like, the nicest of the rails.
Okay.
Because after a while, you're not really looking at the decking, especially if you have tables,
Furniture
chairs,
on it,
and
that's
in
a good
Matt's
point.
case, kids stuff.
I got a
and-
playpen. I got all
kinds
sorts
of
of
stuff
stuff.
all over the
A
deck.
cooler. for
So
the
you
beer.
don't really look at the deck itself, but you look at the rails.
That's a
because
good point.
That's what you see.
Good
So the
pro
rail-
tip there.
Yeah, so rails.
It
are
accents
great.
it. It's a
All
big
right.
deal.
That's it for today's show. If you have any questions, comments,
Concerns.
write Mike at the Deck Network, or
The loose cannon, Matt at thedecknetwork.com.
you got to start checking that email.
I do. I get tons of them, and I'm just trying to sift through them all. But send it. I'll get back to you.
Oh, there was some of the comments were brutal from last year.
Well, I'm drinking out of my cup now.
Yeah.
You know, people on the internet. I know you guys, but it's all good.
Okay.
And thank you for viewing this show.
Thanks again. Have a great day. Ciao for now.
Perfect shot.